Diving into something pretty specific. High-stakes industrial sublimation printing.
That's right. We're comparing two Epson machines, the SureColor F6430 and the T5430.
And looking at how, tiny technical specs can totally change what makes a smart business investment.
Exactly. The mission here is to figure out why, if you need huge output, let's say around 800 pala per day, the machine actually designed for that might not be your best bet.
And pala, that's the industry term we're using, like a standard sheet size or batch.
Precisely. It's our yardstick for daily production volume.
Okay, so the big question is one giant machine, or maybe a more modular, safer approach.
That's the core trade-off.
Let's start with the heavy hitter then, the S6430. That's the 44-inch model.
Yep. The big one costs around 4,50,000 rupees, roughly, and it's built to hit that 800 pala target per day.
Designed for export, large-scale stuff.
Absolutely. Continuous, high-volume use. And a key part of that is its ink technology.
Ah, the special ink. What is it called? Hot something.
Hot subject sublimation ink. The sources say the particles are like 10 times smaller than normal ink.
10 times smaller. And the benefit?
It's incredibly nozzle-friendly. Basically, it prevents head blockage. You could even leave the printer idle for a month, apparently, and it wouldn't clog.
Wow, okay. That tackles the biggest headache, right? Downtime.
Definitely a huge selling point for nonstop operations.
But then there's the alternative. The smaller T5430. That's the 36-inch.
Correct. Much cheaper, too, around 2 lakh rupees. Output is lower, maybe 545 pala a day.
Still substantial, but less. So what's its angle?
This is where it gets interesting. The F6430 uses fancy chemistry, right? The T5430 uses simple mechanics.
Okay.
It has a company-fitted vacuum fan. That little fan is the game changer.
A vacuum fan. Right, I remember reading about the head strike issue. Let's unpack that. What's the fan actually stopping?
It's physics, really. When you print dark, saturated images, the paper absorbs a lot of ink.
Makes sense.
And that makes the paper swell up a bit, especially at the edges. It lifts.
Ah, okay.
Without that vacuum fan pulling the paper flat against the platen, the lifted edge can actually hit the print head as it travels back and forth.
Head strike. Ouch.
Exactly. And sublimation paper has this slightly sticky coating. If that touches the print head, instant blockage, poor print quality, the fan just stops that whole scenario.
So a relatively simple vacuum fan provides the same kind of uptime insurance as the expensive specialized ink in the bigger model.
Essentially, yes. Different engineering solutions to related problems.
Okay, now the investment logic. You've got that initial budget, 4.5 lakh rupees.
Right. Option 1. Buy the single F6430, you get your 800 pala day capacity, but
you still need a heat press machine to actually finish the job, right? That's extra cost.
Correct. Option 2 flips the budget. Buy the T5430 for 2 lakh. Use the remaining 2.5 lakh for a big, good quality heat press, say a 30 by 40 inch model.
Okay, so with option 2, you spend the same total amount, 4.5 lakh.
Yep, but you get a complete working setup printer and heat press from day one.
Wait a minute, though. You're telling a business owner to start with less printing capacity, like 545 pala instead of 800. That feels counterintuitive if you need volume.
It does seem like a step back initially, but it's strategic, it gets you operational immediately, and it sets you up for smarter scaling and, crucially, risk management.
How does the scaling work then?
Simple. When you're ready to expand, you add a second T5430, another 2 lakh rupees.
So total investment becomes 6.5 lakh for 2 T5430s and the heat press.
Exactly. And look what happens to your capacity. Now you've got 2 machines running. Your combined output jumps to, 1,100, maybe 1,200 palas per day?
Whoa. Okay, that's significantly higher than the single F6430's 800.
Nearly 400 pala higher. And get this, you've spent about 50,000 rupees less overall compared to trying to achieve similar capacity with just the bigger F6430 model and its eventual heat press purchase.
Higher capacity for less total investment, plus redundancy.
That's the massive advantage. If your single, expensive F6430 goes down for maintenance or repair, your entire production stops. Dead in the water.
Nightmare scenario.
But if one of your 2 T5430s has an issue, the other one keeps running, production continues, maybe slower, but it doesn't stop. Zero catastrophic downtime.
And you could run 2 different jobs at once, I suppose.
Absolutely. 2 different customers, maybe different designs, different paper types even. Much more operational flexibility.
So wrapping this up, the smart investment here wasn't just about the raw speed of one machine.
Not at all. It was about the whole workflow. minimizing that critical risk of failure and enabling faster, more flexible growth down the line. The modular T5430 path wins out.
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How a small, seemingly minor technical detail, like a built-in vacuum fan dealing with paper swelling or ink particle size, can completely shift the logic of a major business investment.
It's fascinating. Sometimes the most powerful feature isn't the biggest number on the spec sheet, but the small detail that prevents everything else from falling apart. That's where the real value lies.